Hello everyone. Basically, this is going to be a video over how to do Nightfall, because since I have low detail mode on levels, so sometimes you don't know if I'm hitting something, I'm not. If there's something there you don't see and I'm hitting it, all that. I just want to make this to make sure you guys have an idea of how to do it, just in case you actually want to try and beat Nightfall, because I highly encourage it, and I actually plan on giving shoutouts to people who do. If they have a video on their channel of doing it, I'll link it into the description to make a shout out video of them. And that's what I'll do. That until if it ever does actually get really famous and all that, then I'll have to stop eventually, but yeah. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set the speed to 0.25. Make it to where there's going to be no sound, since this is Firefox, which there's no sound coming out when you're in 0.25. So let's go ahead and go to the part where it begins. Get out of here. Okay. And of course, I die. Alright. That will be relevant later. Keep in mind that I just went blasting to the saw blades. Keep that in mind. Anyway. Okay, we start off. This first part is a little tricky for some at the very start because they feel like they're hitting the spike a lot. Basically, what you want to do is make sure you jump at the very edge here, because that gets you in a good position. You want to hit the first blue orb a little bit later, like kind of in the center. Like, don't do it right away, otherwise you're not going to make it. But do it when you're in the center. And then sometimes you might want to be a little bit off from the center with this one, depending on how you time the very first jump. Since I timed the first jump correctly, I always just need to be a bit in the center. And of course, you just jump here. Now right here is another difficult part. Basically, what you want to do is that you want to make it to where you get to the around the very edge of the first orb's hitbox. Like kind of make it to where you're kind of falling away from the first blue orb, and then double click. You don't want to try and click and then click, like wait in the click style. You'll not make it. You want to get to about the edge of the hitbox, close to the edge, if not at the very edge of the blue orb's the first blue orb's hitbox, and then double click. Which sometimes if you time it just right, you won't get very close to the edge of this one, but that's just what happened. But yeah. Then of course you click that. You notice that little green orb right here? There's a little green orb. You want to click, click, click. And then click, click. With those, you want to time a little bit later. If you wind up timing that too early, you'll hit that spike. Or you'll hit this, and then you'll either not make this or be in a very weird position when you enter this little thing right here. Because you don't want to go through the blue portal. So you want to kind of time these late. Let me just show you it again. With this, you want to hit the yellow orb before going through the blue gravity portal. And of course, you hold down this. Now, if you wait too long here, you won't be able to hit what's coming up, which is these things, because you'll be in a very weird position. You'll hit one, and you won't be able to hit another. With this, all you have to do is hit 2, and then there's an invisible platform, jump, hit that, bam. Now, the timing of this one right here is a little tricky. Basically, you have to wait a split second before trying to click, otherwise you're going to jump into the spike, but if you wait too long, you'll miss this small blue orb. If you do it correctly, this is what it should look like. And then hold down. Of course, if you let go too early, you'll miss it or hit in the very edge of this. If you wait too late, you'll hit this. You just need to time it right. There is a very hard to see saw blade right here. That is the normal color that it usually is, which is black. And if you go through here, you'll die there. You need to jump here, hit that, and then hit that. And then of course, it's a simple jump section. There's really no tips. This next part, you hit that, jump. And then what I recommend you to do is to hit this a little bit later than you usually would, and then do not hit the black orb, because that's what will send you flying into the saw blades. You need to make sure that you hit this. One way to do this is if you wait longer, wait a little bit longer before clicking, like longer you may think. Me, since I'm so used to doing this level, I can do it without having to wait, really. But for you, it's best for you to wait a little bit. Okay, and then jump there, Simple as that. And then of course you just make the simple jumps. Make sure you hit that orb, otherwise you're dead. And then this ship part is pretty self-explanatory. You just need to fly through it. This is the tightest part of the entire thing. You just need to make sure you go in there and you go through that. Make sure you balance yourself here, otherwise you're going to go flying upwards or flying downwards. This used to be much harder, but I am horrible at miniship. That's why I have so much trouble with the cracks part and bloodbath. So it was nerfed, but oh well. Okay, then you go through there. Alright, this timing is a little difficult. Okay, what you need to do is hit this a little late and hit this about right away. Don't hit too early, but hit it about when you think you should hit it. It's simple as that. Just need to hit this blue orb a little late, hit this normally. Don't try and hit this black orb. Basically, I'd recommend you to hit this right away. Make sure, well, it doesn't matter if you go through the blue portal, just make sure you hit the blue orb. This timing right here, you have to time right. First of all, you do have to go through the blue gravity portal. And you see that I'm already starting to curve downward when I hit it. The timing is a little more strict than you may think. Watch. You have to hit it a little late, otherwise you won't be able to time it right. With these blue orbs, you don't really have to hit. You can just skip them. And then jump over that, of course. Alright. And then, of course, this simple break section. That comes to a very simple little red orb part right here. We just need to click them. Just climb up. Okay, this next part is going to take some explanation. Okay. You can actually jump without using this orb, but I just do that because it gets you into a better position. You'll know why in a second. Basically, what you want to do is hit this green orb a little late. Like, don't be so late, don't be too late, otherwise you're gonna fall into this, whatever this is, I don't know yet. I guess blue acid, maybe, I don't know, but basically you want to hit the green orb a little late, but if you do it too late, you're gonna miss the platform. If you do it too early, if you time it too early, or normally, you're gonna hit the spikes. So, yeah, basically, you do this, you time it a little late, you jump, quickly do a triple click, click that, basically click that green orb, and as soon as you click it, let go, and then hold. I just like to do that at least. This part, you just need to time it right, make sure you hit that black orb, hit that, but straighten yourself out. There's a very hard to see black orb right here. That will send you flying downwards. Then you jump, hit that, hold, and hold a bit longer than you may expect, because otherwise you're going to miss this green orb that's kind of hidden in behind the 4x speed portal. You have to hold a little bit longer than you may think based off the physics of the dash warp. And then of course you go accordingly. Then you let go, otherwise you're going to hit into this wall. Simple jump. Okay, tip, don't hit that black orb. You're going to go flying into the spikes. Okay, when it comes to timing this, hit it, like, wait a very split second before hitting it, otherwise you may not be in a good position. Don't hit it right away. Kind of get a little close to the middle, and then hit it. With this, it's best for you to try and put your icon right in the center of the blue orb, and then click. And basically you just have to click really quickly. Alright, jump, and then here comes the ship part that transitions to the drop. Balance yourself out, balance yourself out. Here comes a straight fly. Just perform that straight fly. That was extremely close, I don't know how I survived that. Nightfall. Okay, next part. Alright. You notice in a second that there's a green orb there. For the couple people I've watched them play this level in practice mode, they seem to not notice that that's there. There is a green orb here. Basically, if you don't hit this, you can't really do this part. It's not possible. And basically, that's the reason why when I enter into the drop, I'm kind of like going in upward motion. It's because I hit this. Because you'll notice, when I enter the drop, for a split second, you'll see me in flip gravity. Like, pay attention. You'll see me in flip gravity for a very split second. With this, you just need to click to the music accordingly. And then here comes the straight fly. This is the tightest straight fly in the level. And you hit that. Now, there is an orb in here, just to let you know. There's a green orb in there, and then you hit that, and then you hit that. If you don't hit the black orb, you will hit the spike right here. Basically, you jump there, hit that. Now, this part was probably the hardest for me. I do not know why, but this part was the hardest for me. Basically, you have to be able to position yourself and balance yourself out in a bit of an awkward motion because of how you're changing gravity. What you want to do is make sure you arc yourself a bit down. And then you hit that. And then you want to make it to where you don't try and fly up, otherwise you're going to hit those. Basically, you want to do, as soon as you hit this portal, you want to try and balance yourself in a vertical motion. Kind of like straight fly vertically. And that's how I did it. I basically just kind of like straight flied vertically. I hit that, boom, boom, boom. Okay, and you'll see in a second, straight fly vertically. And then of course bounce yourself there, okay, fly. And then bounce yourself, and then, this is a fluke gravity wave, by the way. Just keep that in mind. And then there's a pink orb there, so you click that, and you click that. You time each and every single one of these jumps a little bit later than you expect. Otherwise, you're going to mess up. Most likely, you're going to click this yellow orb too early. You're going to fly into this right here. It will kill you. Time each jump a little bit later than you expect. If you pay attention, you'll notice that it is kind of what I do. So, kind of arc yourself, straight fly. Get ready for a spam, which isn't that difficult. And then... Okay, this part right here, the hardest part for me is this black orb, which I died at a few times. Basically, with this black orb, you have to tap as quick as possible without holding it in any way. Because if you do any more than a quick tap, you're going to wind up teleporting you back up to the spikes. Like, if you hold down or something like that, once you hit this black orb, you'll go down, and then you'll teleport back up, like as if you clicked. Basically, you want to do a very quick taps where you just hit the black orb, and then you continue on as so. You see, you quickly go down. You go dum dum with the music. You hit that, and then you hit this dash orb. And there is no stop thing, so you just need to let go as soon as you get to the UFO. And it's got a message from Outcast. Great. Okay, okay, hold on, I assume the tele pattern. Okay. So, I think it's 120. Yeah, it'll be 120. Okay. So, you'll basically let go. You want to hit this, you want to click twice here. Once. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hold, let go, click, click, click. There we go. Go up. The way part is pretty self-explanatory. There's no fake outs or anything. You just need to do it accordingly. I was extremely close to death there. I got really lucky. Here comes the tightest part of the wave, right there. Just make sure that you let go a bit earlier than you expect, otherwise you will die there. Here comes the duel. Okay, make sure you hit make sure when you go into duel you hit the floor. If you don't hit the floor, you will be a bit off center, which will destroy you. Go through the 4x speed portal. Do that. Do the spam part. It's kind of like deadlocked, kind of, except a bit easier actually. And then this transition. And then straighten yourself out. This I will die at a decent amount of times, probably 50% of the time. So I got lucky. And then of course there's a dash orb there. Basically you just want to click and hold. Like make it a hold and click. And just hold the entire time. And then here comes the end. And of course, once you see this, let go. Or if you know how to time it, let go when you know you need to let go. Make sure you wait a little bit before hitting this. Otherwise, you may just jump off and to your doom. So yeah, jump. Hit that about right away. Hit that right away. Hit everything right away, basically. And then hit the dash orb. Hold. Let go. Jump. Blah blah blah. You get the oh boy. Let me show you what it looks like in actual gameplay. You have to kind of guess how the gameplay is going to work and all of that. It's a little hard. So I have to basically practice it using practice code, which I'm not used to.
I'll be right back.
Alright. Hi.
Right.
What am I?
Anywho, continue.
Hold on. Go. Shh. Calm my nerves. Oh, by the way, there's jumps here. Basically what I do is that you want to time this red orb a little bit later than you expect. Don't jump right away, otherwise you're going to hit the spike at the end. And then there's another spike that you can't really see. You hear that click right there. You hear that very faint click? There's a spike right there. You'll see in a second. Right there. If you don't jump at the right time, you're either going to land on it, or you're not going to be able to jump in time.
What?
And that's how you do Nightfall. Thanks for watching.